on in, come on in. Turn this down some.
Continue on East Lake Avenue for half a mile.
Welcome to my live happy hour drive. Welcome to my live. Come on in. This is going to be a mellow, cool, chill out drive and live today. It's been a little minute. I'm trying to be more consistent, making my lives weekly. I want to welcome you to Epiphany Faith Politics, my happy hour drive live, where I invite you in to my drive that takes me about an hour every day, back and forth from work each way. So you guys are welcome and invited to come keep me company. Hi there. Now, I can't talk to you except for on the lights, red light. We got a red light. Hi, Briggs. Welcome. Come on in. You are welcome. So this is my happy hour drive. I was doing it a little more frequently. If you go back through my live videos on my channel, you'll see I have quite a few of these drives. And usually we just kind of chop it up and we talk faith politics. Faith and politics, those are my intersections. I might as well throw in counseling therapy into that intersection because that's my profession by trade. But I guess once you're off of work, who wants to talk shop after that? So usually we just stick to the faith and the politics, those two topics. But sometimes we expand out to other things. Maybe we might talk about other current events. Pop culture has come up before in a happy hour drive live. But I'm Epiphany Tanya, and I am out of the Tampa, Florida area. So I'll be riding through here. Sometimes I give you guys a view of the city that I'm driving through. So you might get, a little, if I flip the camera around as I drive, you might see a little bit of the city of Tampa. So this is my drive home. Now, you got to know this about the United States. Every city has a hood. Every state has a city. Every city has a ghetto. Every ghetto has a hood. Okay, so we are riding through the hood of Tampa, Florida. Tampa, Florida. Tampa is a blue city. If you know about American politics and the divide right now between red and blue, Democrat, Republican, liberal and conservative. Well, liberal / progressive / conservatives. So this is a blue city and it's pretty jacked up. It's not funny. This is not the worst blue city. I'm originally from a blue city. And yeah, this is kind of like a cakewalk compared to the blue city I was born and raised in, Philadelphia. So, is my moderator the best moderator in the world? I had to take a glance while I'm driving. The best moderator in the world is here. She's here. I love her. She will keep you in line and make sure that you are abiding by the YouTube standards here. Oh, she's already on it. She's already on it. Yes, it is the great divide, Zephyr. It is. It's a great divide in America. But I don't know. I think sometimes we don't like conflict, and we don't like, it's like, oh, why can't we all get along and everybody come together? And I remember just always feeling like, well, not always, but probably like around 2020 with everything that went on. I was like, let's just be the divided states instead of the United States. I'm just like, I came to that acceptance place, right? So acceptance is a viable strategy. Sometimes if you can learn to accept things, that can be the solution to a problem. So I just accepted that we can now become the divided states of America. And when Roe v. Wade was passed, let me turn this back around. When Roe v. Wade was passed, it was even more viable. Like, yes, this can be the divided states. If you want to kill babies, go to a state that allows that, right? Because when the lightning strike comes down on you, you won't be around any of us that don't want that. And then, you know, we'll all be safe. When the lightning hits you because you want to kill babies, then bam, it's a win-win for everybody. So it's not funny. Oh my goodness. Yes, we don't want to fight anyone. But what I'm saying is, well, when you think about the Bible and the scriptures, Jesus said, I didn't come to bring peace. I came to bring a sword. This is the misconception that us as a lot of Christians have. We want to embrace everybody. But without Christ as the common theme that brings us together, then yeah, it's really not. Oh, Jesus. Oh my goodness. He was trying to keep going. And he didn't realize there is no stop sign right there. So I didn't have to stop, but he had to stop because he had the stop sign and he was trying to keep going through his stop sign because he had sat there for a little bit. I guess he thought we were supposed to stop. No, we're not supposed to stop. So anyway, I'm glad that didn't go down the way it was trying to go down. But yes, Jesus said, I came to bring a sword. It's going to be the divide is going to be Christ. Christ is going to be the divide because those that reject him, yeah, you're not going to go to the same place as those of us that accept him. And that's just the reality. So yeah, you don't want to fight with anybody, but it's not us that's going to cause the fight. It's if you have Christ, then there's going to be a separation after a certain period of time. Now, right now, yes, our job is to love and to try to bring people into the fold, try to tell them about Jesus, but you know everybody's not going to accept them. You know everybody's not going to believe. And yeah, that's just how it's going to be. But do I want to go down this way? Yes, I do. Yes, I want to turn there. So yeah, I want to welcome you guys to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Welcome. We're on a happy hour drive, y'all. Yeah, I was like, let me get this in here now because I don't know for the rest of the week. I really want to Tuesday my day, but it's just, you just never know. It's like so much stuff goes down and happens. And I'm like, maybe I should do today. So I'm trying to regulate it to once to twice a week. I'm thinking Tuesday and Fridays will be my day, but let's see how it goes. So I'm gonna try to get on here tomorrow, but if I don't, then boom, I did this one today. So there you go. I think that's my biggest thing with YouTube is that I know you need consistency to build your channel, and I just don't have it. So anyway, I just don't have it. And now I'm trying to figure out, because you know my profession, oh man, that's a really hard one. Like to do stuff like this, like you really are taking a chance, because I work in it's a weird profession. If I was on here talking, you know, crazy stuff, and if I was supporting a certain agenda, because my profession is so leaning to that side of the scale, so leaning on that blue side, that progressive side, that if I was on here talking about stuff like that, okay, cool, I'd be so welcomed, I'd be so accepted in my profession. But because I have conservative views, I'm like, I'm really enjoying now that I'm starting to do more skits. So I'm like, well, if I do a skit, that's a costume, so maybe I can get away with this for a little bit longer. Because I had on a wig, and I had some glasses and makeup and the eyelashes and everything. So where is this thing trying to take me? Let me see.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto US 41.
I see.
North Florida Avenue.
I see. Let me me see, can I go, should I go Central? I'm like, can I go this way? Yay, 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 yay. Okay, anyway, so yeah, so I've been doing more comedy, and with my comedy I can do skits, so I can put on some disguises and maybe I can make my YouTube career extend a little bit. Now if YouTube ever pays me, then you know that'll free me up to maybe have my own practice, and then I won't be under the restrictions of working for an employer who may feel some type of way about me being on social media cutting up. So therefore there's that. So yeah, I don't know, I wonder if you guys checked out my my latest skit, which was obviously hilarious. They said that they could not breathe. They were laughing so hard. It was obvious that that was hysterical. And I have another one coming up this week at the end of the week on Friday, and I am super excited to do that one. But I did a skit of they said this was a sitcom, they thought it was SNL. Man, that was so much fun. I did a skit of I'm doing a tour. I'm going to do a tour of the DEI appointees, the DEI appointee tour. So this woman who was the mayor of a city in Chicago, not Chicago, I keep saying Chicago, Illinois. So Chicago is a city in Illinois, but she was the mayor over a different city in Chicago. But she was she's obviously well, she's no longer the mayor now. They voted her out. But what's so funny is how people are so happy to get her out, but all they did was just vote in more Democrats. And no offense to them, they seem like really nice people. But if you're part of that party, I don't see how you're really going to affect change when you're down with the baby killing. But anyway, that's another story. But so Tiffany Henyard is her name. You want to go look her up. It was hilarious. This is what I love about the Democrats, I have to say. They give us so much content. They give us so much material. We will never run out of things to talk about on social media as long as we have Democrats. As long as there's this two-party. Because their jokes, in my opinion, the jokes write themselves. And so, yeah, I have to, let me see, what's this, the 21st? So,
at the light, turn left onto East Broad Street.
I have, why do I have to go left there? I don't want to turn there. I have, oh, because it cuts off. That's why I have to go left.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto US 41, Business North, North Florida Avenue.
Okay. All right. So anyway, but the jokes write themselves when it comes to the Democrats. You gotta love them for that, if nothing else. So they give me so much material. I can go on a whole comedy tour for the rest of the year imitating these DEI appointees. We have Tiffany Henyard, which I just did. We have Jasmine Crockett. She's coming up next. I'm going to be doing her. We have, this is going to be awesome, epic. They said it was epic when I did Tiffany Henyard. Kamala Harris. I'm working on my, laugh for her. Working on my laugh for her and her speeches. Time and space, and
take the next right onto
in time and space. It was in time that we had space and joy. I'm just full of joy. Anyway, so I'm still working on my voice over for her. And man, it's gonna be hard to get out of here. I can't see. I gotta be able to see to make this turn. So anyway, yeah, I gotta focus on this road right now because this is a crazy turn I gotta make, and this is a crazy busy road. Let me turn it around for y'all, see how busy this road is right now that I'm trying to make a turn into. This is what I'm concentrating on for this minute right here. Ooh, goodness gracious. Okay. Woo. was close.
Continue for 6 miles.
That was a roller coaster ride right there. Oh my goodness. Keep your eyes on the road. Yes, yes, Zephyr. Hands on the wheel. Exactly. Oh my goodness. So, how was you guys' Resurrection Day? Everybody was like, Happy Easter. I was like, Happy Resurrection Day. I don't know if I offended some people because I was like overriding their Happy Easters with Happy Resurrection Day to everybody I saw that was trying to wish me a Happy Easter. Yeah, Easter is in the Bible, but I still don't know what it has to do with Jesus' resurrection. Has to do with bunny rabbits and stuff. So I just say Happy Resurrection Day. So anywho, come on, man. Oh, he gonna try to speed. Ooh, and we're back. It's called phone overheating. Phone overheated, but we're back. Dag it. Dag it when that happens. All right, so, and then when I turn the air up, then you can't really hear me. It's like the background noise of the air conditioner, but I gotta put the air on blast so that the phone doesn't overheat. So it's a dilemma. It's a dilemma. I wonder what do other YouTubers do that use their phone in the car? What do they do to keep the phone from overheating? What are they using? I gotta figure this out. This happens a lot where the phone will overheat. But back to what I was saying. I was just announcing the DEI appointee tour, comedy tour. The DEI appointee comedy tour that I want to go on. I want to do a comedy tour of the DEI appointees. Oh man, I had so much fun last week. I had so much fun last week doing an imitation. So yeah, so I'm back now. For all those who got bumped off when my phone overheated, we are back. I'm Epiphany Tanya, Epiphany Faith Politics. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. So you are on my happy hour drive live right now. And this is my happy hour. I get really happy when I get off of work and I have a whole hour ride home. So I invite you guys in to keep me company on my drive. Whole hour drive we got here. Whole hour drive going on. My goodness, when somebody has to drive an hour each way to and from work, it's no joke. So I decided to turn this into a live. Let's see. I am in Florida, Tampa, Florida. Tampa, Florida. Welcome on in. Wherever you're from, drop it down in the chat. Drop it down in the chat. Now, I won't read that. I won't read that right now. But if I get a light, if I'm at a light, you might get your chat read. But this is my happy hour drive, y'all. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Now I'm freezing cold because oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I was trying to, I'm like going, and then you know when somebody like, when the traffic backs up and somebody wants to turn into a driveway, but you're about to block the driveway, they want to turn in when the traffic is backed up. You want to leave that little space open for them to be able to turn in. So, because of the way the traffic was going, I almost blocked the driveway of the person trying to make a left turn in. So, I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I'm gonna make my own sound effects here because YouTube is very temperamental on the copyright stuff. I mean, dag, I can't even add any sounds. What I don't understand is when they make the sounds available and then you put them on your video and then you get a copyright strike. Why is it available for me to use as a sound on my video if I can't really use it as a sound is what I don't understand. So somebody maybe explain that to me down in the chat. Why does YouTube have music available that I can use for my sound, but when I put it on my video, they give me a copyright strike? I don't get it. So now I just sing my own songs. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. So I'll do my own sound effects, my own voiceovers, emotional damage. So, yes, so we got a little bit of a light. Let's see. Right? I don't understand, Zephyr. So, yeah, so where was I at before? The phone overheated. I had to figure that one out. Hey, Eric Makusin. Let me see who else is in here. Shout out to my few peeps that I got in here so far. We got bumped off before, so shout out. Hey, Kamari, what's up? What's up, Briggs? What's up, Colin? Goated. What's up, PN Gamers? What's up? He is risen, Zephyr. Yeah, so yeah, I don't mind it. Like I said, I had to recognize, there used to be a time I was very like rigid on that, like, oh, I'm not calling it Easter because this, that, and the third. But then I recognize, like, well, Easter is in the Bible. So if people say Easter, I'm not offended by that anymore. I used to be like, why are they calling it Easter? It has nothing to do, you know, like what they've turned Easter into. But, you know, that was, even if it is pagan, that was what was celebrated back then, and that was during that time. So it kind of records it that during this time where people celebrated Easter, because, you know, that was a very, you know, they were with the Romans, and Romans were pagans, so that's what they called it. But yeah, I just, you know, like I said, it was the church I went to, they had that splattered everywhere. They even had a bunny. I had to overlook that, like, because here's the thing, if I don't overlook some things in some churches, I won't ever go to church. I have to, like, just look the other way on certain stuff. Like, I don't understand why you had to have an Easter bunny. I'm just saying, but that's what they chose to do. You know, it's like when they celebrate the trunk or treat, or now having an Easter bunny, somebody dressed up as the Easter bunny there. I don't get it. I don't know why we're bringing that into the church, but, you know, some pastors really believe that they have to use gimmicks and stuff, and I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't think the Holy Spirit needs any of that. I don't think we need that, but hey, like I said, I'm trying to learn to, I don't know what I'm learning to do. I'm learning not to find fault, because, man, I will find some fault and I will leave a church in a hot New York minute. I will leave a church so fast that they won't even know I was there. I have gotten up and walked out of services before for nonsense that I thought was going on in the church. So I'm that person. I will stand up in the middle of the service and walk out. So I've done that a lot, and the Lord has gotten on me. So now I'm trying to work on myself and not just throw a church away because they do something I don't agree with. I don't agree with having the Easter bunny, but the church I went to on Sunday had one. So go figure that. So yeah, I just have to pray. God help them wake up to, we don't need that as the body of Christ. I don't think we need to parade an Easter bunny to bring people into church or to make the kids happy. Yeah, anyway, moving on from that topic, because it really irritates me. Where was I at? So yeah, so that's nice, Zephyr. I'm glad you had a relaxing time for your holiday. Let's see. Anywho. So, Yeah, so what do we want to talk about today? Let's see. What is our topics? So it's just like an open forum today. I didn't really have a specific topic as far as politics go. We know that the Democrats are supporting the MS-13 gang member. They're really rocking hard for this man who was a wife beater and part of a gang. So that's pretty interesting to see. The stuff, the bandwagons that they jump on and the things that they go hard for, it's really amazing. So that's a topic that we can definitely discuss. Like why the Democrats go so hard for criminals and rapists and people who hurt children, and the causes that they stand on and that they go to town for is just amazing. So I hope that you guys are behaving yourself in the chat. I don't know what's going on right now because I'm driving, but I will say that Zephyr is the best moderator in the world. And so one of the things you can't do is you can't criticize someone who's doing a job that you don't want to do. So when somebody steps up to the plate, volunteer. I've tried to pay this woman. She won't take a pay. And volunteer for a position, then I'm gonna defer to them. Oh, here we go. I'm going to defer to their expertise, and I'm going to be appreciative of their services. So I don't know what's going on in the chat, but let's stay focused. Let's stay focused. We're going to talk about Jesus here. We're going to talk about why the Democrats are devolving into debauchery, and I'm going to try to make sure my phone doesn't fall, because it's trying to. So my phone is trying to fall off the holder. Well, I guess it's for the best because it keeps overheating anyway. So we're going to probably do a short live today because I don't want to say short, but like sometimes I'll stay on after. But I do have clients, and now I'm getting very disciplined about making sure I get off this live to see my clients and not miss any clients, because YouTube is not paying me. My clients pay me. So I'm gonna defer to them, those that are putting money in my pocket to pay my bills. So I'll probably end the live on time today. Definitely, let me see what time I'll go to. I'm gonna probably go like 15 more minutes. So we'll do 15 more minutes of the live. And I love going longer because I feel like it's great for the channel if you could do longer lives. And I wish I could do longer lives. But I just want you guys, I wanted to come on here for one to talk about the topic I did think of as we were up here chatting. Number one, celebrating Jesus' resurrection yesterday. Number two, the Democrats rocking hard for the MS-13 gang member and how they're making him their poster boy, their poster child. Number three, making sure you go check out Dear Woke Christian's channel, where I did a phenomenal skit on the DEI appointees. Tiffany Henyard first up. After that, we're going to be doing Jasmine Crockett. What's her name? Kamala Harris. That's my wannabe imitation of Kamala Harris laugh. Who else? Oh, I might do Letitia James at some point. See, most of these people are not well known enough. That's the problem. Like, I don't want them to be that well known, but at the same time, in order for you to get the joke, you kind of have to have some familiarity with them. So drop it down in the chat if you've heard of Tiffany Henyard, if you know who that is, the mayor of Dalton. If you're familiar with her, if you've seen any videos, if you've heard any stories about the scandals over there in Dalton, Illinois. We know Kamala Harris, so that would be an easy one. People would know her. Letitia James. If you know who Letitia James is, drop it down in the chat. Jasmine Crockett, if you know who that is. I feel like they're trying, especially Jasmine Crockett, she's doing her best to get on the big stage by saying all the craziest things she could possibly say right now. But I realize a lot of people don't know who these people are. But in their local, wherever they're local to, I believe they would be more known. Like Letitia James, New York, people in New York probably know who Letitia James, especially if you're a Democrat. Who else? Jasmine Crockett. I don't know if Texas is claiming her, but she's out of Texas. So I wonder if people of Texas, I don't know how she got elected. Yeah, I think she was just riding the coattails of the DEI, and maybe it was guilt. Some people felt bad, like, oh, let's elect, what they did with Barack Obama. Oh, let's elect a black woman. I don't know what happened there, but she is ridiculous. Well, actually, let me take that back. The woman actually has a brain and actually she's well-spoken. She has a prestigious education. She just likes to turn it on and off. She likes to turn on the ghetto ratchet, hood rat mama, chicken head stereotype when it suits her in order for her to get clicks and likes. So I could actually see where she won them over, because she probably wasn't acting like that at the time. She wasn't acting so ghetto and ratchet and hood rat stereotype, but now it's all coming out. And it's ridiculous. Well, now she's getting all this popularity, and they're talking about her for 2028 and all the nonsense. So I'm just wondering if any of you guys that are in my chat have heard of these people. But I am going to be doing comedy tours of them, because it just seems like a fun thing to do. It's not funny. So Yep. So let me try to get over. Okay, no. We got a little backup. We got a little backup here. We got a little backup. There's one thing I noticed about Florida. You can't put your turn signals on. You can't put your merge signal on trying to get over. They try to make sure that you don't get over. If you have your turns on, or your signal to merge, they're going to speed up on you. I don't know if other places do that. Do you guys live in places that do that, where they speed up because they see that you're trying to merge? That's Florida. Florida is I know people that came here, they saw how it was with the driving, and they left. They went right back home wherever they came from. They could not take the traffic in this place, because it's a mixture. Like, I think Atlanta's traffic, I went there one time, and I think their traffic is crazy too. Like, I was so stressed. I had so much anxiety when I got off their expressway. It wasn't funny. I had so much anxiety messing with them. But in Florida, you're going to get such a mixture. You're going to get people that's driving too slow, because you got the elderly people here. And then you're going to get people that's driving like they're in the Daytona 500 that's coming down here from New York. So you're going to get such a mixture. It's not even funny. So that's what you got to deal with, that diversity. That diversity, equity, and inclusion. You got to deal with that on the road. Diversity on the road of drivers, of types of drivers. Okay, I'm always happy to be in the slow lane, especially since I'm doing this. So this is nice. I like to ride in the slow lane sometimes. Get away from all the crazy, because the stuff they do over there in that fast lane, man, you don't want to be over there unless you're crazy too. They do all types of nonsense. Anywho, so yeah, I'm just wondering if you guys are familiar with the DEI appointees, for me to be able to do this DEI appointee tour. But go check out, I think I have a video that I'm releasing in my long form content videos. I'm going to release that video tomorrow, I think it is. I'm going to release that tomorrow, and you guys can see it for yourself. But it's right now, it's posted up on Dear Woke, you just go into the search bar at Dear Woke Christian. It's posted there now. this comedy skit that I did, that I'm trying to help you out, to help you be happy and have a good laugh, because you are going to laugh. You're going to fall out of your seat. You're going to fall out of your seat laughing. And, you know, laughter is a good medicine. A merry heart does good like a medicine, the Bible says. So you're going to thank me later when you go and watch that. Gas in Florida is affordable. Yeah, it's okay. It's not that bad. It's not bad here as far as gas goes. It's coming down every day. It's, you know, gotta wait for those tariffs to fully kick in. Oh, that's another thing. I heard that China was coming to the table to make a deal. I haven't got any updates lately on that, if that went through or not. If China made that deal, but they started coming to the table. They're starting to cave in. Trump's winning once again. All he does is win, 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 win. And they're coming to the table after that 145% tariff that he slapped on them. And they tried to meet it and they just couldn't. So I have to look and see what the update is to date, because I don't remember the last time I got a report on that. But that's what I always said, like, just sit back, wait, and see what happens, because some of you guys don't know how to play poker. And you don't know how to play chess. Exactly. I'm about to say checkers. No, people know how to play checkers, but Trump is playing chess. So it's called strategy. And so they're flipping out, but it's a strategy to this. And now, from what I understand, China's at the table. They're trying to talk it over now. How do you say his name? Xi Ping something. Beijing. Beijing. I don't know. How do you say his name? Oh, they're building a new place over there. Ooh, interesting. Like I said, you can always tell when you're coming out of Tampa. It starts looking nicer. It starts looking nicer. So I had to take my phone down because it was overheating. Let me try to get some air on this thing. And my holder is acting up. So let's see what some of these are. Yep, Trump is winning. America, which means America's winning. Hey, is that Mandy? Miss Mandy Reacts. Hey, Miss Mandy. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my happy hour drive live. So for those that are just coming in, this is my live I do maybe once or twice a week. I have an hour drive to work to and fro each way. So that's 2 to 3 hours a day that I'm on the road. And so I decided to turn this into a live, and it's a happy hour because I'm off of work. And I work with children as a therapist in a middle school. In a middle school! Ah! No, it's not funny. Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody complained before about me being too loud on the camera. I was blowing out their eardrums, so move it away and scream. Ah! So this is a happy hour that I take to drive because when you escape middle schoolers. Let me try to put this phone back up. All right. Try to clear that off. So let's see who else is in here. What's up, Lester? I don't know what you mean by 20. 20 what? 20 what? So let me give you guys a little preview of where I'm driving at again. And just ignore my phone holder in the background there, on the side there. Just ignore that. Pretend like that's not there. But this is Tampa, Florida. I'm coming out of the great red state of Florida. Nothing like a red state, y'all. Look at this American flag. Look at that American flag right there. Can you see it? Look at the American flag. Look, we got it all through the state of Florida. Proud to be an American. This is kind of like Hicktown a little bit. This is Redneckville right here, a little bit, just a little bit. Got a little country farm on the other side, you can't see, with cows and stuff. And it's the cool thing about living in Florida. You're gonna get a little mixture. You might have an apartment complex next to a farm. And so my last place I lived, I used to wake up the cows every day, look across the field and see the cows grazing in the pasture. It was really nice, really nice. I love that. Now I live, where I live, they have like a little lake. So it's like I live on a lake. It's so beautiful. But as I've stated before in my past lives, that you can tell the difference as I drive, going from one side of the city to another, from the blue side to the red side. So we're going into the red side now, y'all. So you can see the difference. We were rolling through the hood back there. That was the blue side. The blue is always going to be the hood, for the most part. I mean, the Democrats now have become the party of the elite. So they have a lot of rich people over there on the Democratic side. But for the most part, they make sure that they keep their hoods nice and hood-like, you know. It's really like beat up and torn down and dirty, and they don't sweep the streets and all of that stuff, and all the potholes and everything, and you're going to get all of that in the blue side of the city, in the blue city rather. So now we're coming up here into the red part of the state. That's why I had to move to. I had to get away from that blue side and get to the red side, because yeah, I did not want to deal with the crime and all the things you're going to get with the blue side. So yeah, so China's at the table. America is winning. I don't know if they made the deal yet, but China's in bad shape right now, from what I understand. The reports I've been hearing, that China's in really bad, dire straits. That a lot of their retailers have overstocked warehouses, and that things are looking really bad over there. So I'm not surprised that they will come to the table at this point. It makes sense. It's like, I mean, if you're smart, not unless you want your country, you want it to just go under, then yeah, it makes sense that you come to the table. So anyway, anywho, yeah, and the other topic was the MS-13 gang member that the Democrats are shrilling for. And they're pumping up and promoting this guy, making him their poster child. The man who beat his wife, in her own words, she's made the reports, her own handwriting. Did you ever think that we would live in a time where there would be people who were on the side of those that beat women? I mean, between this MS-13 gang member and the men in women's sports. Come on, sir, don't do that. These people. I know you're impatient. He wanted to get out of the spot he was in, but that was ridiculous. He tried to jump out and jump in front of me. I'm sorry. I know what it's like to sit in that spot, because I used to take this way, but I found a different way to take it. That's what that person needs to do, instead of trying to cause a problem on the road. Anywho. But yeah, they're making this guy their poster child. But did you ever think we would live in a time where there would be people protesting and pushing for those that beat women? Between this guy, this MS-13 gang member who beat his wife, and the men in women's sports, right? They're fighting for men to beat on women. Did you ever think Not only did you ever think we live in a time like this, you ever think that the Democrats, the party of inclusion, the party of it's supposed to be for the women and believe all women and all this stuff, you ever think they would be the ones supporting, cheering on men pulverizing women? Did you ever think that that would be a thing? It's really, to me, it's unbelievable. It's like, are we in a twilight zone? I mean, what is happening here? Like, what is going on? They stand for the most debased things. They're pushing and pumping for this man who beat his wife, who's an MS-13 gang member. They're pushing for men to be in women's sports. Even, and I talked about this on another live, even Serena Williams, who is was at the top of her game. I think she retired now, but was at the top of her game in tennis, right? The #1 woman in tennis had the man who ranked about 235 come and play against her. And she admitted that this man whooped her butt. A man that's ranking 235 amongst the men goes against the woman who is #1 in her field. #1 woman. The man that's 235 whooped her butt. Men's body chemistry does not equate to a woman's. Males' muscle mass, they have more muscle mass than we do. They have just their overall structure and how they're designed, because this is intelligent design now. God knew what he was doing, because the men were traditionally the protectors, they're the hunters, the gatherers. They had to be strong, so their body chemistry and makeup is different. This is just biological science fact. You cannot put a man up against a woman and say this is equal, fair fight. You can't do it. Now, I'm not saying there's not some strong women out here that's highly trained. Like, you put a really trained woman against a really lazy, overweight, out of shape man, you know, you might have something there. She probably could take them down. But if both of them are at the top of their game now, or even if the woman's at the top of her game and the man is just kind of mediocre, you put them up against each other, it's not going to be a fair fight. It's not going to be fair. But here are the Democrats. Here are the Democrats that are pushing for this. They're pushing for men and women's sports. They're pushing for a gang member who is noted in reports and police documents to have beat his wife by her own admission, her own statements. This is who they are rooting for. This is who they're fighting for. This is who they're wasting and spending their taxpayer dollars on. And this is why I say that with the Democrats, the jokes write themselves. I will always have content. Yes. Yes, Zephyr, that American flag back there was lovely. I love what I see, especially around the campaign time. You see all the Trump flags, and man, it's so cool. Up in this area anyway. Of course, when he went down into Tampa, we seen Biden-Harris stickers, so that wasn't fun. But up here, yeah, you'll see all that cool stuff. American flags, Trump flags. Oh man, I should drive by this spot. They had this cool picture of Trump. I think they have a picture, like a big giant poster of Trump in Butler, PA, with the fist up. I think they have that. I think there's a big picture somewhere of that, if I'm not mistaken. I might have it. I might have to post that on my community tab if I can find it. I took a picture of it around the campaign time. But that was pretty cool. But this is my channel, y'all. This is my happy hour drive live, y'all. And I just welcome you here. And I say, please go check out at Dear Woke Christian's channel and see that skit I did. I just want to help you laugh. That's all. I'm just trying to help you laugh. And that's what Miss Mandy's over here. Yeah, she knows about that. I'm sure she saw that. So, where I did the skit of the DEI appointee Tiffany Henyard, former mayor of Dalton, Illinois, Tiffany Henyard. It was hysterical. I'm so looking forward to the next skit I do. You guys have no idea. Somebody said you have found your, like I know I found my calling in what I do now. I love what I do as far as being a therapist goes. But as far as like therapists, we need a way to let our hair down sometime and just have fun. And man, that thing, especially if you work in a button-up career where you have to be like so professional all the time, and you get to let your hair down to do something like that, man, that was something else. I've been laughing all week long. I've been laughing so hard for the past few days, all weekend long rather. For the past few days, every time I think about certain parts of that skit, man, I just bust out laughing myself. Just think about the silliness of it all. But yeah, we like to laugh over here at this channel. We like to have fun and have a good time. Man, I'm just so excited because Jasmine Crockett is up next. I can't wait to impersonate Jasmine Crockett, man. Y'all are not ready. See, I like to bring in my props. They were really tickled over my rings that I used in that last skit, in Tiffany Henyard's skit. They were really tickled over the rings, but I got some props for y'all when it comes to Jasmine Crockett. Y'all not ready for the props I'm going to bring in for Jasmine Crockett. OMG, man. See, and I study these people. Now, I got to work on my voices. I got to work on the voice to try to sound like them. That is really hard. I just thought about that. I could probably do some study, like specific study of that, like how the people that do impersonations, how they make their voice sound like the person. I'm sure it's like a training almost you could go through. So I'm gonna start working on that more to try to sound more like them. But man, when it comes to just the silliness of it and the props of it all, I think I might have that one down. The mannerisms, the sayings that they say, I can definitely get those together. So it's going to be great this Friday. Tune in to @DearWokeChristian. I don't know when I'll ever be on the Righteous Perspectives channel. Hint, hint, Zephyr. Throw some hints over there because I'm trying to get him to bring on Jasmine Crockett. Tell him he needs to do an interview of Jasmine Crockett. So you need some laughs over there on that channel. Lighten it up a little bit. Got to bring some comedy in. Got to broaden out your channel. Got to have serious topics. And then you bring in some lighthearted humor every once in a while here and there. It's really good. And that's probably all I'm going to be able to give you anyway. It's like once a week that I do one of these characters. So enjoy them while they last for that one day of that week before I go to a different character. I probably will bring Tiffany Henyard back, man. That was such a good response to that one. I have to bring her back. I have to bring her back out. You attack a black woman? I'm black. You're black. We're all black. Oh my goodness, that was so funny. Oh my goodness, wow. So I want to thank these channels for having me. Thank you, Dear Woke Christian. Like I told him, thank you for being born, because that was for his birthday. And I was like, maybe I could do a skit for his birthday. Man, that turned out so good. So I want to thank Dear Woke Christian. I want to thank At a Righteous Perspective. Another one is that you guys might not have heard of, Modern Renaissance Man. His channel. Oh my goodness, I love that channel so much. He's another one, he does skits too. So every once in a while, I haven't seen him do a skit in a long time, but he's done skits before too. My very first skit, this is another one that you guys might not know about. It's on my channel. If you go to my main channel page, I did a skit of where do you go when your political party fails? Democrats Anonymous. So it's a whole therapy session for all these ex-Democrats. And it is so funny. Please go watch it. Please go watch that. Oh my goodness, it's hilarious. I don't want to be a Democrat no more. That's one of the characters. Miss Victimhood Self-Pity is her name. I don't want to be a Democrat no more. And then there's Sally. Hi y'all. I'm just over here trying to absolve myself from being a racist Democrat. Oh my goodness. I have a good time over on this channel. So anyway, I really enjoyed this time with you all. We are coming up on the end. And the good thing about it is we haven't really had too many more shout outs in the chat. So I want to believe I got everybody when I went through at the light. If I missed you today, please forgive me and just come back next time and make sure I will try to do my best to give you a shout out. We're going to wrap this live up. And what else I want to say? Thank you for watching. This has been Epiphany Tanya. Thank you for watching my channel. What else I want to say at the end? Go be great, and there's nothing you can do about it. Go be great on purpose. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Now I'm sounding like Tiffany Henyard. But you know, it's so funny. I used to always say that way before I ever came across her. It was a church I used to go to. They used to say that, and I used to start saying that. Like, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Right? Tiffany Henyard loves to say that. It's so funny. Anyway. Whatever you're going through, Jesus Christ is able to turn it around for you if you give your life to him. So that's it for today. God bless you. Peace. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe too. Don't forget to do that. So thank you, Zephyr, the best moderator in the world. Thank you. Taking applications for moderation. Go to my main channel. Try to find a link that connects you to me. Try to find a contact on my main channel page. I got plenty of links on there. And I'll see you guys next time. God bless.